Hi everyone, I'm Ali GREYMOND. Just wanted to talk more about the topic that I started yesterday on doing extreme exposures. I kind of touched on it a little bit yesterday and I wanted to expand. So, why you shouldn't do extreme exposures? Say, for example, you are doing exposure work and you do exposure that's for you a 10 out of 10 anxiety. Honestly, realistically, what are the chances that you will do response prevention? So you'll scare yourself, and then what are the chances that you will refuse rumination or refuse compulsions if you're a 10 out of 10? Very slim if they are there at all. Most likely you will fall into reassurance behavior of any kind. But you will fall into reassurance because it's too much. So what I suggest, if you want to do exposure work, and you should be doing exposure work, if you are feeling more braver, feeling more prepared, do 7 out of 10. Don't go beyond that. Do 7 out of 10. It will give you a jolt, but it will be a doable response prevention jolt. If you feel very sensitive to the mental pain, you can't handle it, you feel that it's overwhelming, then do 5 out of 10 exposure. You will still get there. It's kind of like if you're going from point A to point B, you're stepping faster, taking bigger steps, or maybe taking smaller steps, or going a little bit slower. You will still get there. It's just that you need to do it every day. So you doing it at level, say, 5 every day is a lot better than you try to do level 10, obviously most likely can't, get scared to do any exposure ever again, recover for a week from your level 10 exposure, which led to rumination and compulsions, and then maybe in the week you will try again. Or we just little by little pushing through every day, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, and try to do multiple times a day. So for exposure work, it's better to do shorter exposures more frequently rather than to do longer exposures but once a day, because the brain needs that repetition. So the more times you can do it, even if it's just for a minute or two, that would be, I would say, just from practicing. And again, I can tell you because I talk to people for the last 10 years. I've been helping people with OCD. So I really do have a lot of data on how OCD works, because I've seen it in various situations, with various themes, various details of themes, because a lot of times the main theme is the same, but the details are different, right? So I've seen it in every form pretty much. And I can tell you it works the same way, that the repetition is important, not taking yourself to a 10, and also giving yourself some um, stress reduction as you are doing recovery work, because your brain is overwhelmed. So your brain is now facing daily stress, OCD compulsions, rumination, OCD recovery work, right? That's three things. It should be just one. It should be just daily life, right? But you're dealing with two additional things that's an additional stressor on the brain. So you got to give yourself more time to rest. If you can nap during the day, if you're in a position where you can do it, that would be great. But you have to be careful with napping, that if you lay down and you're like, I can't fall asleep, I'm just going to lay here and ruminate, then you better get up and do something, because that just makes things worse. Laying in bed, ruminating is the worst. That's when OCD will get you 100%. So you have to make that decision. It's if you can't, and same thing for, say, if you wake up in the middle of the night or if you can't fall asleep, you have to make that decision in the moment. Am I really going to go to sleep right now? If no, then get up and do something. Doesn't matter what time it is, because it's just, if you're not going to be able to fall asleep, what's the point of you laying there and ruminating, making yourself worse, right? So, and then try again when you feel a little bit better. But if you are in the situations where you're doing a lot of different things, say you're busy at work or you have a lot going on at home, try to reduce that load a little bit, because you need to give your mind a space to heal. It's just very, very important. And again, when you do exposures, do a lot of them. Not high exposures, but just a lot of them, doable. and grow from that, right? That it's like, okay, I did this today. I can do a little more tomorrow, and then a little more, and then a little more. And you will see how things will start to turn around. It's just a step-by-step process, you know? So I hope you find my videos helpful. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you would like to do one-on-one recovery program with me, all the information is on youhaveocd.com. You can sign up from there, book the appointment from there. I'll see you tomorrow.